Let's Talk Health on the Midday Mix. Proudly brought to you by the Renewal Institute.
So we've got Dr. Jess in studio. This is your first time.
With you, yes.
You've been on with Damien before?
Yeah.
Ah, it's wonderful to chat to you. I always love chatting to all the Renewal Institute doctors. So today we're talking about the importance of using the correct products. So this is really important. Obviously, Renewal Institute stock a whole bunch of products as well, but you want to know that you're using the right product for you. And it's obviously different person to person, right?
For sure.
Like everything.
Absolutely, yes.
So is there a difference between all the different, obviously, yeah, what is the main differences between all the different types of products?
Sure. So we get that question a lot, and I think just to keep it quite simple, the big one is that your over-the-counter products that you'll get like in your pharmacies and your salons, like walk-in products, often there'll be a salesperson to kind of direct you, but you're often left to your own devices as a consumer. So it can be very confusing. You know, they make all these promises, they have all these, pretty advertising. You're not really sure if this is, are you going to invest in this as a product? And not all over-the-counter products are cheap. With your medical products, the big thing is that you've got more active ingredients. So they're often prescribed and dispensed by doctors. Because obviously if they're in the wrong hands, you could do a bit of damage to your skin. So that's pretty much the main distinguishing
Okay, so if you've got an
factor.
active ingredient, you sort of need to tell the person, okay, this is what the active ingredient does. These are sort of the side effects that could come, all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
So it's more script.
Yeah, you need a bit of
prescription-based.
guidance just on how to use them.
Okay. Would these sort of be the products that you would get at the Renewal Institute?
For sure.
Okay.
Yes.
And can using the wrong product for your skin negatively impact your skin in any way?
Absolutely. We've all got different kinds of skin. Some of our skins are more sensitive, more oily, more dry. So, and we also get this question a lot. Say your mom or your sister goes and gets a product and they rave about it. They say it made such a big difference. But then if you went and get the product, you might not have the same skin type as them. It's not going to give you the same results. And like you said, might actually cause more harm.
How would one go about selecting the right product for them?
Right. So at the Renewal Institute, it's quite a personalized process. So there's a lot of info often to take in. So we recommend that you actually make a consultation. For sure, you can walk in. You could purchase, but we recommend that you actually make a consultation with a doctor just so we can sit, listen to your concerns, your medical history, and actually examine your skin. And then we give you a personalized treatment plan, often with in-salon treatments that you can do, and then we recommend products you can use for your skin.
And you'd sometimes also do that with a functional medicine practitioner that's sort of working on your gut at the same time.
Absolutely.
Then you could be doing some skin needling at the same time and have a product.
Absolutely.
So it's all that's the
holistic.
beauty of it, that it's holistic and it's not just going and buying a product. Because from my personal experience, having a product on its own, I don't think is gonna. It could make a difference, but I don't think it's going to make the hugest difference if it's not used in conjunction with other things.
Exactly. I'll often say to clients or patients, your skin is like a dashboard for your health and what's going on inside. So, sure, the right treatments, the right products, but also the internal things, like you've said, are very important to address.
We're chatting to Dr. Jess from the Renewal Institute about the correct products for your skin. It does sound quite complicated, obviously, and quite expensive. Does it always have to be?
Not necessarily. Like we've said, it's a one-on-one personalized process. So if you know that you're getting a product that is targeted for you, you don't have to go through the whole trial and error process of trying out different things and then the wastage involved.
Okay. So I always look at it as rather invest a little bit more in the beginning and then do the right thing.
For sure.
It's the same with anything, really.
For sure. And you might find that, yes, your initial cost might be a little bit more, but often with these active ingredients, you only need a small amount of product. So your products will actually last longer.
Much longer, yeah. It's the same. I bought a fantastic sunblock from Renewal Institute months ago. And there's still loads, and it's unbelievable. So that's it. If you invest a little bit more now, it's the same with your car. It's the same with anything. It will end up, you'll save money in the long run. That's it.
Yes.
You're going to give us, so obviously, we want some really nice tips when Renewal Institute are here always. So, Dr. Jess, do you have sort of the most fantastic ingredients in skincare routine that, your fail safes that you sort of have to look for on the product and see? Do these things exist?
Sure. So, firstly, there's no such thing as a miracle cure. So, if you ever see that on packaging or any salesperson and he says that to you, be wary, because that does not exist. Secondly, I would say don't try everything all at once, especially if you have a sensitive skin. Rather introduce products slowly, especially if they're active ingredients. You want to give your skin to adjust.
And how much sort of time, I mean, everybody's different, but what sort of timeline in between things would you give?
Sure. Yeah, it does depend. I would say like a safe bet is maybe a monthly. So if you're like introducing a vitamin C or a retinol or vitamin A, give yourself a month in between. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And then what are your absolute number one tips on an effective skincare routine?
In South Africa, definitely your number one's an SPF. Even those of us in the office, I get that question a lot. Even if you're in the office all day, there's still light from our devices for laptops and screens that cause premature aging. You're driving around between meetings, so please, an SPF. That's the big one that I'd say is the most important ingredient.
Okay, so make sure. Do you need to always wash your face in the morning and at night? Do you need a night cream? Are these all fallacies, or is it actually important?
No, so again, it will depend on your skin concerns. So I'd say night creams are great for anti-aging because often your night creams will have what we call retinol or vitamin A. It's the medical term for vitamin A. And that is a very active ingredient because it makes your skin more sensitive to the sun. So it's not always a great idea to use that during the day. So yes, a night cream can be a good idea.
Yeah. So this is why you need a doctor to tell you these things. I've never known that. Do people tend to overwash?
Yes, they do. I guess, and it's human nature, when we're left to our own devices, we try and fix things, we try and find solutions on our own. So, especially, I see this a lot with acne clients, oily skins, you will go and buy scrubs and buy face wipes, and you'll kind of over clean, over scrub, and those alcohol toners, overuse of those as well. You can strip your skin of the natural barrier of your skin, which can often make things a bit worse. So yes, I do think it's possible to over clean, over scrub your skin.
So that's also okay. So the best thing if you do have skin problems is to make an appointment, have a consultation, get a proper plan for you, and then buy the products over and above that as well. Oh, Dr. Jess, thank you so much. If you'd like any more info, you can search Renewal Institute. There are lots of branches. There's bound to be one close to you. And we'll have some more Let's Talk Health tomorrow. Thank you for coming in.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Let's Talk Health on the Midday Mix. Proudly brought to you by the Renewal Institute.